Hey guys, Tomboy601, and today we have Wargaming's newest release that is in testing, Steel Hunters, a mech. I'm going to call it Battle Royale because that's the closest thing it kind of is, and as a result, I'll be honest, this will probably be the only video I plan on making on it because I am not a Battle Royale person. Anyways, what's going on? Well, 6 teams of 2 are dropped into a map, and as they are dropped into the map, that map is patrolled by random drones. You can kill these drones or head to what are called Starfall Towers. These Starfall Towers give you upgrades that you are then able to use to power up your mech throughout the round. You have a couple of ways to boost the performance of your mech. If you look in the bottom right-hand corner, there is a overall power level. This determines what sorts of equipment that your mech has access to. And then over on the left-hand side right now, you can see there's 2 triangles, 2 sideways squares, and 2 circles. Those are basically buffs to either your damage output, how healthy your shield is, stuff like that. And as you progress through the round, bigger and bigger buffs will end up spawning in and dropping, so you can kind of get a small power progression throughout the round using that. As far as the characters go, at this time, I think there's 7 different mechs that you can use. Each one, as far as lore goes, if I recall, they are kind of hybrids of humans. They're human souls inside these mechs. It's a bit weird. Anyways, you can see some wonderful desync there, and as we suck at hitting target. But we're going to die here, and I guess this is the other sort of feature of this Battle Royale, is there is a respawn timer, assuming your squad mate is still up. So right now it's a 1v1 between my squad mate and the enemy squad mate that took me down, and you can see that we're ultimately going to be victorious. When you are down, you are able to buff your teammate for a little bit of time. You can see that on the screen, and I guess that helps keep you engaged if you do die. I still don't find it engaging enough. And then when you spawn back in, you'll have a full shield, but very little health, and you're going to have to scramble in order to find a repair pack in order to gain any sort of damage. So this is the early round. There usually is a fairly early on, fairly large sizing down of the number of teams, just because basically they put one of these points of interest between every single one of the spawns, and you can see where the spawns are when we started out the video. It basically forces this early game combat early on, and then after that you can either spend the game kind of capturing, hunting for other teams. It's a battle royale, and this is probably going to expose my personal bias against battle royales. I don't find them fun. And to me, it is a bit wild and weird that Wargaming has decided to go down this path for this new game, just because it does seem like the arc, the total interest in battle royales has sort of waned in the video game community overall, right? We're at the tail end of that trend, but here we are putting out, I guess, a mech-based one, which is, hey, this is, I think, the first, mech-based one that I think has any sort of chance to succeed. But when the industry trends are kind of going away from battle royales overall, I do question the tactic to try and engage in one now. But hey, you know, we'll see. I guess this is also sort of a hero shooter as well. That's the thing. This game is just an amalgamation of trends over the last 8 to 10 years, and it is very evident in the thing. So, of course, like I said, there are different mechs. Each mech is a sort of its own unique hero, and with that, we get different ones. You can see, basically, I'm playing, I'll be honest, I just liked him because he does have a minigun as a power-up, but this mech creature is called Weaver. He has basically a long-range burst gun as his primary weapon. He is able to drop this shield to basically fire through and provide long-range combat and support from. And then his other unique skill, once he gets enough power up, is to also deploy a minigun. So the sort of, I guess, play mode for this one is he's relatively weak as far as defense goes, but then he is able to kind of hold down long range battles, and that is his sort of whole shtick. And I do have to give credit where credit's due with Wargaming. They do have a bunch of different archetypes. You can see my teammate here is named Heartbreaker. That is the sniper class of all of this. My other kind of preferred mech is going to be one called Ursa. And credit where credit's due, once again, I think the fun of this game, as far as is going to be the detail of the character models, and specifically these sort of more animalistic mechs, since we don't really get many games where you get to play as animalistic mechs, and they do have a set of them. You have this one, Weaver. There's another one called Ursa, which I have really enjoyed. His whole shtick is that he's a bear mech that has a shotgun on the back of him, which is quite fun. His abilities are a rocket barrage, as well as basically an ice armor, like additional armor, which plays well to his whole shotgun shtick. But you can see there's basically different classes, different hero-based mechs. There are upgrade trees for these mechs, and you kind of just go into this battle royale and duke it out. There is some progression along the way. As you win more rounds in each mech, they do have an upgrade tree, which can, I'm going to say, significantly change how the mech performs, but I don't think that's enough to really like wet the whistle of progression. The progression is definitely going to be through battle passes and cosmetics. And like I said, I am just someone who does not care about battle royales in any form, and for this to be the new game, I'm like, okay, cool, good luck. I am not excited for it whatsoever. But if you would like to try it out, down in the description below, I will include a couple of codes if you want to get in. Currently, it is only for PC. I suspect that maybe this will make its way to the consoles. There's nothing that feels overly like PC specific, and the fact that there's such large bloom within the within each like weapon makes me feel like the precision targeting will not be as important, and therefore we may see ourselves with a console version of it. I don't suspect it would come to the PS4 Xbox One era, but maybe to the current generation of consoles. You can see right now we're having pretty decent frame rates. Basically, my computer is an old AM4 chip with a 3080 Ti, and we're running in the 80s in 1440p widescreen. So plenty respectable performance there, and I suspect that we will ultimately get it will ultimately probably come out to the consoles, but you know, we'll just kind of have to wait and see. And you can see his teammate just spawned in right there. He had been sort of running away since we were able to take him down. We're able to take down the teammate that just spawned in, and that's like, I understand their decision to allow for a teammate to respawn in, but it does very much feel like there's going to be a hard balance between what amount of health they come in at, because you'll see later in this, I'll get taken out, I'll spawn in, and before I can even get to cover, I'm dead because I don't have enough health or time to actually react. And you know, you could blame that on my teammate, saying, oh, well, you were down, he clearly should have retreated to a point where you're able to spawn in. And that's one argument, but I think the other argument is when you are making this weird hybrid game that is very much focused on a very quick style battle royale, right? It's very clear that this is a meant to be a quick jump in and play style battle royale. The matches are no longer than 10-15 minutes at their longest. You have quick respawns. You're not adding attachments or anything, right? You're just picking up different color orbs to give yourself boosts. Like, this is not the PUBG. This is meant to be a quick, fast-paced battle royale that, as a result, I don't know if it really has the right incentives that if you lose a teammate, you need to now go run. You need to quickly retreat and be in the back lines for the next however long. And if you spawn in too close to the front line, that teammate is now instantly dead. I don't know if I don't know. Once again, new game, so people are developing their strategies, but I'm not sure 100% on the full design decisions that are on display within this game. But I guess we will have to wait and see, and that's why I'm not a video game designer. I'm just a random guy on the internet. Anyways, we've hit the end game. Basically, there's two ways to win the end game. The first one is to capture the extraction point. The other one is to eliminate the rest of the team. So those are sort of the two options. So we're going to come down here, use our minigun, and just get taken out. Oh well, that's how it goes. And we will attempt to respawn when we can. You can see we do have the ability to kind of grant our teammates buffs. And we can watch on while we wait on the respawn. So I guess as we do this, I'll continue to give my thoughts on the game. They haven't been positive, I know. But hey, this is early access. We can see what they'll do. But here I am coming in once again, coming right behind the teammate, and I'm already taking hits. 1 hit down, 2 hit, and I'm already dead, and I couldn't even see him on that final shot. That is just the way it goes. But guys, this is Steel Hunters. Like I said, if you want to try it, it's in early access on the PC now. I got access fairly early. There are also a couple of codes to access it down in the comments below. If you like videos like this, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Probably won't see this game again, but there'll definitely be some other stuff coming in the future. And as always, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. See ya.